Hello, can you guys hear me? Connected to the wrong microphone and the wrong camera, but that's okay. That is okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Audio check. What a cool top. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. I've been reading the comments. Wild chat, by the way. I have to regain my bearings because the camera's there now, not there. Okay. Visual, 10 out of 10. Audio, 10 out of 10. Great. Perfect. This is useless now. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? What did you think of the content this week with the drum cover, the Spoonman cover, everything like that? I'm doing great. Thank you guys for asking. Playing this live through the screen on my fridge. That is very nice. Thank you, Fridge with Screen. That is very nice of you to do. Your hair looks amazing. Love the new video. Thank you so much. Yes, I got a haircut this week, so it's very fresh. The cut is very fresh. Sad the weekend is already over. I know, we're already into the new week, but guess what? That means we are a few days closer to another episode of Spin This, with this week coming up. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be posting on Friday. Very excited for this one. This one I feel like is going to be really fun. I've totally gone out and experimented way more with doing B-roll and overlays and some cool little animated graphics for you guys. And since getting actual real footage of stuff and photos and all those sorts of things is really hard because copyright has a lot of issues. So I would love to show you guys some original footage from all these things, but I can't if I don't want to be sued. So, ooh, do we get a little spoiler? I don't know. Maybe later in this live, I'll reveal a little bit about what I'll be talking about this episode. Who knows? Stay tuned. Maybe I will reveal what the topic is. My evening is now complete that you're here. Thank you so much. That means so much. Yes, spoiler please about upcoming. Maybe. You gotta stay tuned. You gotta keep watching. How have you guys' week been? Seems like Suda has still not had queso, which is... Somebody needs to send him queso. Please, anybody, just send Suda some queso. He needs to try some. Like, it's a necessity. Let's not be sued. Great. Yeah, let's not be sued. Hello, Anthony Swanson. Let's not. That would be a great thing to not have happened. Yes. Need to ship queso to Europe then? Yes. You can't get it there either? You're in the Netherlands, right? Oh my goodness. What is going on in Europe? Does queso not exist over there? It's one of the most simple snacks you can think of. It's cheese mixed with a little bit of milk and then melted. You can put some candles underneath it to make it melt, and then it's more like fondue, or you can just melt it in the microwave or on a stove or like anything. It's melted cheese essentially with some seasonings and milk. Well, you could start a queso cartel. I could start a queso shipment to Europe so Europeans can have a taste of queso. That's crazy. It's in every single grocery store. I'm glad you sent you some queso. That's awesome. Let's do it. Let's start a a petition that Europe needs to start selling more queso. Did you know there is a swan watching you like a bird watching you now? I feel like that's lyric to something, isn't it? Would that be a quartel then? Oh, like a quartel? We'll have to work on that. Yes, but I like where you're going. A quartel? Oh, I see. Yes, I like it. Sounds like a cheese sauce to me. It basically is just a cheese sauce. Like, like a roux or something like that. It's basically that without the flour. And then cooked to molten. Get it because my last name is Swanson? Yes, I like it. I like it. A cheese poster. Cheese poster? Ooh. A cheese cartel. Oh, I see it. I have an auto translate, so it translated queso to cheese and poster and cartel to poster. That's really weird. I get what you're saying still, though, fridge was green. I keep looking up there. The camera's there now. It's because you're next door to Mexico. Mexican food isn't a big thing in Europe. Yeah, it's probably fair. That's probably true. We're very, very close to Mexico. Queso in Texas is on a different level, though. Like, that's where you can get some good Tex-Mex. Just don't put the cheese and the milk on the Rolling Stone. Right. I'm thinking queso and vodka. Actually, we tried that once, queso and vodka. We thought it would be a good idea. It was not. Oh no, it was queso and tequila. That's what it was. And it was not a good idea. Not a good idea. It was called tequeso, like tequila, but tequeso. It's not a good idea. Queso and vodka. Vodka would probably be the better option because it doesn't really have that strong of a taste. It's just alcohol. So it would probably be better. Queso and vodka sounds like a recipe for disaster. The tequila definitely was a recipe for disaster. Tequila is never a good idea. Yeah. It's just something that happens when you're not thinking. Yeah, pretty much. And we had not been drinking that night. That was like our first drink of the night was the tequeso. So tequila makes me think hard. I was thinking separately. Yeah, separately is probably the better option. I loved whipped cream and ice cream with chocolate chips and caramel. Ooh, that sounds really good. Okay, debate. Is it caramel or caramel? Which one do you guys say? I say caramel, personally. How to avoid it next time? I don't know. Queso playlist? Should we make a what would be on the queso playlist? Like, what do you guys think? Caramel. Yes. Caramel. Yeah. It's caramel. It's caramel. Caramel. Yeah. Tequila coffee? I don't know. It's probably better than tequila and queso. Although with coffee, I feel like vodka would be the better option. Spoon Man. Yes. Did you guys like the Spoon Man cover? What did you guys think? What was your favorite angle that I did for the video? I tried a bunch of different things. I tried a 4 divided into 4 angle where you could see each angle in each corner. I don't know what that's technically called, but the 4 corners thing. Did you guys like that? Did you guys like the picture-in-picture with the bass drum pedal up here and the overhead? What was your favorite angle? What did you guys think? Whiskey would be the better option for coffee. Yeah. I would agree if I was a whiskey person. Coffee and rum chata. Now, Caught the Signal knows where it's at. That's the right option. Rum chata. Yes. The direction of the video worked out great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jerry. Jerry of the Bridge Trolls. What's my favorite ice cream? I'm very plain. I'm very basic. I like just a good vanilla bean ice cream. Like the kind of vanilla bean where you can see the little specks of the vanilla in it. It's just so good. And also where it's like almost so cold that it's too cold, so it's almost like ice, but it's not. That's like the perfect little spot for ice cream. You can become a whiskey person. I don't know. Can I? Is there a whiskey you would suggest that I need to try to change my perception on whiskey. When do you think you'll be doing a drum live stream? Or are you doing it on Twitch or TikTok? I'm not yet on Twitch or TikTok. So far, I've only done lives on YouTube, but I'm trying to figure out how to do a drum live stream. It's a bit complicated. I have to make sure that all of the mics are set up for you guys, and you guys can also hear me, because if I were to just do it out of my laptop microphone or my camera microphone or even this microphone, it would sound like a cacophony of a lot of things, because drums are very individual pieces, and in order for you to hear it like correctly and where it sounds good, it needs a bunch of mics. So you guys have to be connected to that mic, but also I have to have a mic so you guys can hear me. So we're figuring it out. It will be here eventually, and we'll see when that happens. It will happen at some point. It just, who knows when. I also love ice cream with chocolate chips. Chocolate chips, frozen chocolate, just in general, is really good. How about a Sunday spin cocktail? Ooh, that would be interesting. I love strawberry ice cream, and just call me the ice cream man. Strawberry ice cream is very good. I remember when I was a little kid, I would get the Metropolitan big buckets of ice cream. Ken Hobbs, hello! Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Looking forward to it. I hope you guys can tune in, and I hope you can see it. Thank you so much. It's good to see you here. But yeah, when I was a little kid, I would get the Metropolitan buckets, and I wouldn't eat it like all together. I would eat it individually and in the stripes that it came in. Those were probably loaded with so much sugar. They're not smoky Irish whiskeys. Oh, wait, let me see. Good starters, I'd say, would be Tullamore DEW and Bushmills. Okay. I wonder if we can get those in the US. I'll have to see. There's a few liquor stores here, so we'll see. What about drum lessons? I don't know. Would you guys want to see that? Would you guys want to see some drum lessons? What would you want to see? Would you want it to be like a series of like lesson number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc.? What would you, in what way would you guys want to learn? Just through songs, or would you want to learn more of the technical parts of drumming? What do you guys think? I want to learn drums. Can you teach us? I sure can, for sure. What would you guys want to see for drums? Like just everything about drums, or just like how to play your favorite songs? Tell us what you love about drumming. Everything about it. It's so much fun. It's exactly how to move your arms and legs at the same time. It's a very good workout for that reason. It's it's a lot of fun. I don't have a drum kit. What else can I use? You can use pillows. Actually, pillows is a great way to practice drums that I do even. And you can do it. Pillows, fridge. Yes, pillows. Just use a bunch of pillows. And pillows are actually a great way to build up strength for drumming, because my thing is, if you can play it on a pillow, you can for sure play it on a kit, because it's actually so much harder to play things on pillows, because there's something called rebound. And rebound is when you have your stick, and when your stick hits whatever the surface is, depending on the material of it, it'll have less or more rebound. So drums have a lot of rebound, meaning it pushes the stick back. So you hit something and it pushes it back. And then pillows, since it's feathers and there's no tension. Drum heads, if you press on it, there's a lot of tension there. But with a pillow, you push on it and your finger just goes like straight through it. It doesn't come back at all. So there's no rebound with pillows. And the less rebound there is, the harder it is to play, because you have to have more strength, more control, and more of everything. So I can still play on pillows today. No electric drums, right? I mean, yes, if you have electric drums. If that's what you have, then they're amazing for, you know, not being as loud, not taking up so much space. But acoustic, of course, always sounds more original. Also, less change of getting hit by your neighbor. Yes, less chance of getting hit by your neighbors if you use pillows. Yes. Great way to practice at night too. If you have had a long day, it's nighttime now. You can't practice drums. It's after 10 p.m. Like, there's no way that you're going to be able to play drums without like your neighbors knocking on your door. Then pillows. Pillows are a great way to practice. You can even take a drum pedal and set it up where there's a pillow right here and the pedal hits it like this. I've done that. I've done that before. You just get basically a bunch of stools, set them all up how you would a normal kit, and just play away. You know, it might expand your audience to do lessons. That's very true. I play instruments, but not drums. Dave Grohl started on pillows. He did. I think his book is great. His book is great. I've started reading it a little while ago, and I love reading it. It's a great book. I love hearing his story about how he started on just pillows, which is a great way to start, honestly. Simple patterns, short little rhythm patterns. Anyone could tap out at the end of an episode as like a little episode extra. A reward for watching all the way through. True. Very true. That could be interesting. I love you guys' ideas. I love reading ideas because it gets my brain moving, gets like more ideas flowing. Or use arrow drums. You don't need a kit at all. That's very true. Aren't those where like you have the sticks and it's connected to your like headphones or something and you play, but there's nothing in front of you, right? Is that the arrow drums? Am I thinking of the same thing? Like where you have the sticks, but it's just the sticks. Yeah, like air drumming. Yeah, exactly. What if you don't have drumsticks? You can use anything that is long and stick-like. Hello, Kurt FJ. Thank you so much. The isolated drum track of I Can't Get No Satisfaction sounded like he played the same thing all the way through. He kind of did. He did. Let's be straightforward. Yeah, he did. But it's great to be able to play something like that because it, even for beginners, you know, it's great to practice stuff like that. It's a very well-known song. It's super fun to play, and it helps you build stamina. It's great. He does. It's very redundant though. Yeah, there are many points where I was like, there could be a crash here, but there's not. If you don't have drumsticks, you can use, let me think. You can use like whatchamacallits? Spatulas. Legit, they're about the same length, about the same weight as a drumstick. Like anything that's about the same size, you can pretty much use. Spatulas are great. Just flip them over so the rounded end, not the spatula end, is at the end. And I use pencils sometimes, wooden pencils, stuff like that. Is there a nearby drum kit you can show us anything? Oh, well, this is great. Since I didn't actually connect to anything, I'm not connected to my microphone or my camera, I can move around. So I'm not technically connected to anything. So let me unplug. Hopefully this doesn't... Okay, we're good. We're good so far. I have one more thing to unplug. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Okay. Audio visual check. Can you guys still see me? Can you guys still hear me? Are we good? I'm on the run. We're going on a field trip. Can you guys still see me? 10 out of 10? We're all good? Okay. Nothing happened on your end, which is nice. I unplugged my microphone and my camera. So, oh. All right. We're going to see. Okay. We're going to see about this. Okay, it's a fake microphone right now, but it's not for my videos. I do actually use it for my videos. Okay, we're gonna see about this, because I'm looking. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully this will be okay. Because I did just realize that since this live stream I am connected to a charger, by the way. Since this live stream is using up a lot of data and a lot of power for my laptop, I'm at 6%. So I'm going to wait like 2 minutes, and hopefully we'll get up a few charging points, and then we will go over and see my drum kit. How's that? Is that good? Is that okay? So then you guys don't like fail on me and you guys aren't gone. How's that? How did you get so great at timing? Did you start with a metronome? Or yeah, no travel yet. Hopefully we will. 6%. I know, I didn't even realize it was that low. I've had it on the charger this entire time. Okay. It's going to die. I hope not. I hope not. It is on a charger. It's not the fastest charger in the world, but it is on a charger. Wish I had a faster charger in here, but I don't. That's okay. Oh shoot. Okay. So how did you get so great at timing? Did you start with metronome, or has your timing always been great? No, my timing used to be pretty bad, I will say. It does. I used to be like, I wouldn't say horrible, but it wasn't the greatest. It is something that you build up. I have this thing, it's called the 30-60-120 rule of timing. So 30-60-120, that has to do with the beats per minute that you set the metronome, the BPM. And so you start out at 30 beats per minute. And I have my phone here, so I will show you guys how slow that is. It is tremendously slow, and for a reason. It helps you have to understand the in-betweens for you to be able to hit on time for the quarter notes. And the quarter notes is the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. So if a metronome is going like, the quarter note would be every single one of those metronome hits. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And so with 30 beats per minute, you have to understand everything that is in between in order to anticipate when the next quarter note is going to be. So everything in between, there's a 1 and then a 2, but then there's a 1 E and 2 E and 3, and those are the 16th notes. So I'll show you just how slow 30 beats per minute is. There it goes. So that's 30 beats per minute. I will spare you for more of that. But it is very slow, and you have to, that helps so much with getting your timing on. And then you go up to 60 beats per minute, and this is where you can sort of hone in your technique and your skill of doing all the rudiments that you need to do. And then 120 and further helps with speed. And there's a ton of different practices you can do with that. Is that an Elvis picture behind you? Yeah, it is. Where is it? Right there. That's Elvis. It's a sketching of him. Thanks. Well, of course, yeah. I love talking about drumming. Should I do drum lessons? I don't know. I feel like, here's my dilemma. I'll be straightforward with you guys. Here's my dilemma. My dilemma is there's so many YouTube lessons out there for drumming. So what's something I can do that makes it different? What's something that I can do that makes it more fun or whatever? Why would you guys want to watch my drum lesson and not somebody else's? That's my question for you guys. What do you guys think? Also, I got a delivery of a better charger for my laptop. Woohoo! So I'm going to charge that and plug it in. And what do you guys think? Was that a delivery? It was, for a better charger. But yeah, we have a better charger. So again, what do you guys think? Why would you guys want to watch my drum lessons and not any of the thousands that are already out there? That's my question for you guys. What do you think? And I'm going to charge this in. Charge this in? Plug this in. Real quick. Hopefully. Oh, it's on this side. It's right. Charging my laptop because it's about to die. All right. Okay. Guys, still there? Are we good? Okay. Had to do it fast. All right. The difference is you. Not trying to be corny, but, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love you guys' honesty. So I'm guessing people like the Green Day band. Yeah, very much so. Green Day is very popular. You're really charismatic. Oh, thank you so much. Your charisma and energy would make it very engaging drum lessons. Cool charger. But seriously, would you rather listen to Nirvana or Foo Fighters? I've seen that comment. Okay, let me think. I had to think on it. Probably, like, forever? Like, what are we talking about? Like, just like, oh, like, here's this one vinyl and here's this one vinyl. What do you want to listen to right now? Or are we talking about, like, forever? For the rest of time, I can only listen to Nirvana or the Foo Fighters. Because forever, P.S. Dave Grohl's in both. True. That's very true. So, like, win-win either way. Nirvana can be a tough listen, especially knowing about the history of the band. True. I don't know. Foo Fighters has this is sad, but I mean, true. They have a lot more songs than Nirvana, but Nirvana's a classic. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That's too hard. That's too hard of a question. Too hard of a question. Can I just choose Dave Grohl? Did I listen to Dave Grohl for the rest of forever? Foo Fighters are awesome live. They are. Have you seen them live? That would be a cool show. You like Radiohead? I do, a little bit. They're not. I don't feel like I've broadened my horizon in Radiohead too much. Okay, let's check on the charging. We're at 10%. We're good. We're good to go. Let's go. Let's travel. Let's take a trip in our favorite rocket ship. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to plug you guys in. I have a backup charger and a dandy backup charger that I'm going to plug you guys into as well. This was also in my delivery. So let's go. We're going to go on a trip. This will be fun. Okay. We're good and we're still charging. I like that. Here we go, everybody. All right. Okay. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? Okay. Very pixelated. That's okay. All right. Woo. Okay, everybody's coming in the chats. Yes, we can see you better now. Okay. Good now. It's okay. Are we okay? We'll only stay here for a minute, and then we'll go back in the other room. How's that? Because I definitely do have better Wi-Fi over there. Cool. Okay. Welcome to my drum room. This is my drum kit. Now I see and there's. Ever thought about naming your kit? I've not thought about it. We got another delivery, guys. It's the charger from the other room. It was from Steve, actually. This is Steve. Okay, hopefully this makes the connection a bit better. Good connection now. Rare Steve. Yes, rare Steve footage. Rare footage of Steve existing. Okay, we have connection. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the kit? What do you guys think of everything? Where's Dave? I don't know. Ask him. Ask Steve. He's been working on it for way too long. Way too long. Play something. Oh boy. Not sure that would sound too pretty for you guys. We will one day. One day. We definitely will one day. Steve, where's Dave? I don't know. Steve. Where is he? I don't know where he went. He's probably fixing the Wi-Fi connection somewhere. There's one thing missing in this video. What is it? Steve's too busy moving chargers from room to room. True. There with Barry. Dave, where's Steve? I don't. Oh, gosh. We gotta get him in here. Steve's doing something. Who knows what he's doing? Oh. Okay, so I read earlier that Suda has some questions about my audio interface, right? The audio interface that I use is a Focusrite. It's very plugged up right now. So let me try to show you at the best that I can. Okay, try to lift it, and hopefully you guys can see. Oh no, it's very plugged into a lot of things. This is it. This is my Focusrite. It is a Scarlett 8 something. I have it linked in my drums only videos. If you want to look at it, research it, look at it yourself, and stuff like that. So go to any of my 2 newest drums only videos, and you can scroll through the description and look at the bottom. I have well, not all, but most of my products that I use for each episode. Sorry, I got to drop. Till next time. We'll see you next time, Ken Hobbs. Thank you so much. But yes, so all my products that I use, well, most of them, as I said, are in the description. So go check that out, and you can research it yourself and look more into that. So yeah, it's really nice. It has, let me think, 8 inputs. So, which is great for my kit because I can actually plug in all of my microphones into it and then just rig it up to my laptop and we're all good. Which is why I'm trying to figure out how to rig that up for live streams. It's a whole different ballpark. So, have you checked out the warning? Oh, I have not yet. You told me about that last time, right? Can I play after you? For sure. Have you set up a Patreon yet? I haven't yet, but I'm so glad that you brought that up. Would you guys be interested in contributing to a Patreon? What do you guys think? I recently realized as well that since I have so many covers and copywritten content on my channel, I can actually not do the memberships. I'll be totally transparent with you guys. I can't do the memberships that YouTube has So I've been thinking about, should I set up a Patreon to do the memberships with you guys, and you guys would get the same perks, same everything. I don't think I could do the special icons for YouTube since that's a YouTube only thing, but you guys would definitely still get perks and everything and all sorts of stuff. So it would still be equally as cool. I'd sponsor the Patreon, no question. Awesome. Yes, Patreon. Cool, more things for me to look up. I love it. I love it. Anyways, I thought you were gonna show us your skills in the kit. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I'm trying to figure out everything of how to get my kit connected to my laptop and how to go between all those things. Because if I were to play right now, it would be so much just wild noise for you guys. Trust me. What brand is your kit? My kit is an Outlaw brand. Is made by Outlaw actually. It's the brand is Outlaw Drums, and the owner Michael Outlaw, which cool last name, right? Outlaw as a last name, that's pretty cool. But or at least I think so. He and I helped designed it together, and him and his team built it. It's very cool. Yeah, Outlaw. Very obscure drum name, but I won't question it. Yeah, it's a very cool drum name. It's his last name. So he said that all of his friends were told him that if he were ever to create a brand or whatever, it should be Outlaw, which is just his name, which is wild. If you want to learn more about that and see him talk about it and everything, I have a video about that. Excuse me. I have a video about that, and it's very cool. It goes into all the details and all the little things. I saw your video about getting the kit. So amazing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad that you watched that video. It was one of my first in coming back from my hiatus. So I was very glad that I posted that and that I made that. Cool, I'll check it out. Amazing. Outlaw. Better stay in the law. Yes. We will stay in the law with the Outlaw kit. The Who or the Beatles? You guys are giving me some hard questions today. Nirvana or Foo Fighters? Yeah, the Beatles. Yeah. I mean, it's just a classic, right? Custom made kit, very rare. It is very rare. He actually made a sister kit, so it's very similar to my kit, but it's a bit of a different color. It's black instead of purple, but still the same teal. Like these little teals. Same teal, but it's black instead of purple. And I'm pretty sure he still has it up on his website for sale. Zeppelin or Beatles? Oh, come on. These are so hard. Gosh, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, okay, I can't choose. Zeppelin for drumming, for sure. Cheap Trick the Flame, yes. Have you listened to any Black Pistol Fire? I have not. I need to look them up. I had my notepad in the other room. Wish I could have my notepad. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? That's a very good song. That is a classic right there. How come some drums have the cymbals tilted and some completely straight? That is 100% totally preference. But if you were talking about this cymbal versus these cymbals, then that is because this cymbal is called the ride. So actually, first drum lesson, everybody. Woohoo! Let's talk about the kit a little bit. These, can you see me? Can't see me. Okay. There we go. These are the crash cymbals. This one as well. This one is technically called a fast crash. That's because it doesn't have as much of a ring out. It's called a decay. So it has less of a decay, and that's why it's called fast crash. So you can hit it and it stops. That's it. This is another crash. It's a bit of a bigger crash. Crashes are typically, like a standard crash is about 18 inches. This one's 19. So it has a bit more body, a bit more darker tones to it. Random one, hi-hat height. hi-hat height. Some drummers have them really high, some low. Yes. What's going on? That is also totally preference. I like my hi-hats very low. A lot of it also has to do with your own height. I find it that a lot of guys who are really tall, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit. I find that a lot of guys who are really tall, like I'm talking 6 feet, 6'3", somewhere in there, they like their hi-hat really tall. Like if you see Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots play, he has his hi-hat really tall. I have mine really short. It also helps you go back and forth between the snare and the hi-hat a bit more. A lot of like jazzy, more traditional drummers have it like that because they have to move around the kit a lot more. It's almost shoulder height. I know I can't play like that. I have no idea how people play like that. That's so much muscle like movement, and I don't like that much movement. I want to move around as little as I possibly have to. Some people is like almost, yeah, you should check the kid of the Robbie Williams. His name is for Robin Williams, yes. Paper thin crashes. Yes, those are paper thin, and they're huge, which is like that's almost the size of a ride, which gets me to my second point. This is a ride, so it's very big. And in a video, I'll show a bit more angles. Right now, I'm limited to this angle because I also need my charger. But the ride is almost always tilted because you have to be able to hit the top of the cymbal, so this part, and also the bell, which is up here, of the ride, because people use it a lot as the stylistic choice. Why do they call it a ride? I actually have no idea. I'm going to look that up now and include it in a lesson video if I do one of those. But yeah, you have to get to the bell and the top of the ride because a lot of people, they move all around the ride. So they don't crashes, you hit the side of it, makes a sort of noise, and that's their main purpose. But for rides, they hit it for jazz, and it's very pingy and it's very like melodic. And then people go over to the bell for accents and certain parts and stuff like that. But you have to have it tilted to give you that versatility. I guess she's gonna name her drums Steve since he's missing. Yeah, this is Steve. This is Steve, everybody. And then, of course, as we've been mentioning, the hi-hats. They're two cymbals stacked on top of each other, which I don't know why people put them at like shoulder height. May I ask how tall? I'm 5'7", so, which I don't know what that is. What is Europe uses like pretty much everybody else in the world uses like centimeters, right? I have no idea what that is in centimeters. Do you play with the double bass? Sometimes. I have this kit as well, which is not entirely set up at the moment. I have my crashes off and on this kit, but I have this kit as well. This is my original Tama purple hardwired Lars Ulrich replica kit, and that has 2 bass drums actually. So that's my way of playing double bass. I'm tiny. It's about 170 centimeters. There you go. We do feet and inches in Britain. Okay. I think, yes. Yeah, because you guys also do miles per hour, right? Or am I getting it confused? Do you play? So yes, that and 170 centimeters. Yeah. So I knew I'm 54, so I'm a short man with a big heart. One of the past drums looks like it's not facing the right way. No, it's not. It's I'm currently trying to tune that one. I put some new heads on it, so which the heads, that's what you actually hit. Those are the heads. I put some new heads on those. And so I'm currently in the process of tuning them. So they're a little wonky right now, but we do MPH and mile, right? Yes. Yeah, because I noticed that. I went to London last year, as I've said in previous um, lives, and everything was still in miles per hour. I was like, wait a second. I thought Europe was kilometers per hour. And then I was totally thrown for a loop. This year I went to Canada and it was kilometers per hour. And I was like, whoa, that was total culture shock. I could not conceptualize how fast we were going. It said 100 not miles per hour. That would be fast. 100 kilometers per hour. And I see those speed limits and I think 100 miles per hour. So I'm like, whoa, that cannot be right. So the first time I saw that, I was totally thrown for a loop. That would confuse me. What? We buy gas in liters, but calculate fuel economic in miles per gallon. That's confusing. That would confuse me too. The Brits brought the imperial system to the US, right. Rest of Europe switched to the metric system, right. Yes. Only 2 countries that don't use metric system are the UK and the US, right. I did know that. It just didn't compute until I was there and I saw it. Why do I always see a carpet underneath drums? That's because a lot of drums, they tend to slide. So thankfully, I do it just for a stylistic choice and for my videos to make everything look a little bit more black. But since mine is on carpet, it's technically totally fine. But if you are on a wood floor or tile flooring or pretty much anything that isn't carpet, your drums are going to slide around. So it's very common that while you're playing drums, the bass drum, this little guy right here, it'll start sliding forward. And then as you're playing, you're having to move your leg further and further forward, trying to get to the bass drum. You're going to have to like tug it more towards you, and you're going to have this constant battle with your bass drum moving away from you. And so that is why drummers always have rugs, so things don't slide around, because the vibration that we create is stronger than the weight of the drums, so it'll all move, and it'll be in a different place by the time you're done. Are you planning to have more cymbals? Perhaps, maybe. I have a few extras that I swap out every once in a while. So, and it depends on the song as well. It's like the bass drum does not want to get hit. Right. Can you roll your drums with your finger? Oh, like, I've never learned how to do that. I can, like, let me look. Use this one. I can do this very poorly. But I've never learned how to, because some drummers, like, they can, like, do it like this and then go all the way back. And, like, I've tried to do that. I don't know how they can do that. You could have your 2 kits back to back and then rotate only the other one. That would be a funny video. I wonder. I'm not sure my room's big enough. But she can throw sticks behind her, main stick to the current. That is right. I can. It's my superpower. Can also do that with a coin or a poker chip. Yeah, I've seen people do that. That is wild. That is truly crazy. You should be in a band. Yeah. Trying. I'm doing my best. But if I was in a band, I wouldn't be able to do a bunch of the stuff that I can do for you guys right now, like this episodes. Tell Steve to go down into the basement and get the room stretcher. Yes, let's stretch this room just a little bit, and then I can fit both of them in here comfortably, back to back. That would be awesome. That would be very cool. All right. Looks like we have just a little bit of time left, but I'm going to go back into the other room and maybe give a little sneak peek as to what is next. Who knows? And we've got a good charge by now, so I can roam a little bit freer. I'm free. All right. Back in the room. All right, everybody. No lag this time. Yes. That's because my laptop has officially been charged to 40%. Boom. That's nice. That's good, right? As a perk, you could give out drumsticks with your signature. Ooh. Oh. I clicked what you meant by perk. Yes, I like that. I'm free, free falling. I admire you a lot. Oh, thank you so much. Mauricio Martinez. Okay. All right. It's time for a little sneak peek, a little teaser, a little whatchamacallit? Teaser? But there's another word for that. Like when you leak something. I'm gonna leak something. That's what I'm gonna do. And merch too! Yes! I've come up with so many merch ideas since we last talked about that. So hopefully we can get that started. And I'll have some samples soon. Maybe I can show you guys in either the next live or the live after that what I've been working on for you guys. It'll be very cool. It'll be very, very fun. Maybe have your own line of drum-shaped chicken drumsticks. Now, that would be interesting. That would be like a totally different realm of everything. Waiting to buy my spin this hoodie. Well, look out, because we've got hoodies, we've got crew neck sweatshirts, and t-shirts, and perhaps even some tank tops. I don't know. Would you guys wear tank tops? I'm back and forth on that. And beanies. Beanies as well. Could you mail me a drumstick that has your signature on it? Perhaps, maybe. Maybe that'll be one of the tiers of the Patreon memberships. I think test out some drum education stuff and see what the response is. For sure. I think that I will, now that we've talked about it a little bit and you guys seem a bit interested. Yeah, for sure. Okay, now let's leak. Let's leak something. I'll take a beanie though. All right, we'll do the beanies. We'll stick with the beanies. Yeah, for sure. We'll have it all set up. So you guys will be able to purchase it online just like you would any other purchase. So stay on the lookout for that. And you guys can make your purchase and it'll be to whatever shipping address you would like. So stay tuned for that. Don't put it in the comment section here. Stay tuned. All right. So for the next episode of Spin This, I'm going to show an album. This isn't going to be the only one, but we're going to be talking about one-hit wonders from the 80s, including I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight by Cutting Crew. So it'll be a very, very cool episode, and I'm very excited to talk about everything with you guys. And I don't know, put your guesses down on the chat box what you think that some of the songs will be on the playlist. I've already leaked one. I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight by Cutting Crew. Now we're getting into Shelley Ballbuster stuff. We're getting into the 80s. Walk Like a Man, old song. That is a pretty old song, yes. I'm in for the Queso Cartel. Let's do it. Let's make a Queso Cartel and get this Suda and Excitium some queso. Must have Tainted Love. I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. You might have guessed one right. Jitty by Tommy Two Tone. Well, you guys can't say everything that's on the list. Do you like hamburgers? I do. It depends. Depends on the hamburger. Mickey. Such a good song. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, Mickey. We have some pretty cool facts about that one, so stay tuned. Walk around the UK in a trench coat like a rag and bone man with queso. That would be so funny. You're loved by the outfield? I don't know. The outfield? Technically not a one-hit wonder, though. I mean, what do you guys think? Are they a one-hit wonder? I don't think they are technically a one-hit wonder. 99 Left Balloons. Great song. Amazing. Josie's on a vacation far away. It's even too high for me to sing. He has an amazing voice. Ridiculously high. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Oh, relax. Don't do it. That's a great one. It is a classic. What's the other songs? I don't know. You'll have to wait and find out on Friday. We'll have a premiere just like usual. I'll be in the chat with you guys. It'll be super fun. After this, I need to watch Blue's Clues. Why do I need to watch Blue's Clues? Turn Up the Radio by Autograph? Ooh, I don't know. Tainted Love, Flock of Seagulls. But yes, Tainted Love. I mean, Saturday. What's happening on Saturday? Friday. Friday's been this, and then on Sunday, we will have another live stream, so stay tuned. Didn't Ross wear a Frankie shirt? He did. He did. Which was technically, it was his shirt in like college, I believe. And then he gave it to Rachel. And then Rachel gave it back to him when he wanted it back when they were on a break. So, but it did not fit him. It said Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Oh, I ran it. Yes, is Flock of Seagulls. Yes, that's a great song. Last week it was Saturday at 2 a.m. here. Okay. Yes, so technically Saturday. For some people, yeah, it's Saturday. All right, so yeah, Friday/Saturday. I adore Tainted Love. Tainted Love is a great song. Walking on Sunshine. Oh, that is a great song. The Controversy on the Break. Oh, it was worldwide. It was. Tainted Love is an anthem. And I'll give you guys a little sneak, a fact as well. Oh, but nobody's guessed the song yet. Oh. I don't know if I want to say it then. If somebody guesses this song that was an absolute anthem for the 80s, then I will tell you a little fun fact I think is wild about this song. But you have to guess it first. It was not Don't You Forget About Me. That was an amazing song, though. Don't you forget about me. I want to save that song for an episode that is all about songs that made John Hughes movies. It's an incredible song, and there's so many incredible songs that he used in his movies. So I feel like that needs its own playlist. Which, also, okay, first, I have so many thoughts. Racing, going everywhere, sprawling out every direction. So, first off, if you can guess what song was an absolute anthem in the 80s, and I will tell you a little fun fact that I think is totally wild. Don't Worry, Be Happy? Nope, not quite. Ghostbusters? No. Come On, Eileen. It is in the list, but not quite the song that I'm thinking of. I don't see the chat rolling. Where's everybody? Come on, get your guesses in. 80s anthems. I mean, for 80s anthems, we're not going to take it. Very true. But was Twisted Sister a one-hit wonder? I'm not sure. Take On Me, very good one. A Clue, You Spin Me Round. We do have that in the list. That is true. A little clue? Okay, a little clue. It was by the band Modern English. Guessing game here. Final Countdown. Oh, that's a great song. It's the final countdown. Melt with You. Yes, we got it. Okay, a little fun fact about Melt With You that I think is absolutely insane. Everybody knows the song. It's a widely popular song. It was on heavy rotation on MTV, on every radio station there was at the time, but it never hit above 78 on Billboard's Hot 100. It was never even in the top 40 of Billboard's Hot 100. Nowhere close to number 1. It was number 78. That was its peak. Didn't go past that. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me for how popular of a song it was in the 80s. Yes, really. Isn't that absolutely wild? I know, I see the emojis popping up. It was before its time. It's true. I know, it's very crazy. It's because Billboard's Hot 100 is also, you have to factor in sales. So, and the album itself, since nothing else on the album really made it or hit big or anything like that, the sales weren't too great. So, it only really stayed on a heavy rotation on the radio and on MTV. That was it. Everybody knew it. Everybody heard it everywhere in every direction. But it never passed 78. You had to be in the loop to hear it. Exactly. Well, it obviously wasn't popular when it came out. But it was, because everybody was hearing it. But it just didn't make it too high on Billboard's Hot 100. Exactly. Did the Billboard Hot 100 like new wave music? It depended. It depended on sales. It depended on votes. It depended on how much it was on the radio and everything. Billboard took into a ton of different factors. It was a prom favorite. Nobody bought the record. That is true. Because, quite frankly, none of the other songs made it very much. The rest of the album was a little iffy. That was the song on the album. Kind of the same story for Fastball from the 90s and 2000s. Very true. Yes, in the Valley Girl movie. The Valley Girl movie also put it into heavy rotation again. They didn't really sell well, but they're still bangers. Very true. When I'm with you, yep. Okay, so also, last question from me to you before we sort of wrap everything up. What do you guys think about the topics that I am doing with Spin This? Do you like the more specific topics like the British invasion or my recent sitcom theme songs and also one-hit wonders from the 80s? Or do you like the more random, like conglomerated episodes that are like hits by iconic duos or songs that you almost never heard? What are your favorite? Very specific or a little bit more curated from random everywhere decades? What do you guys think? And later the Hershey's commercial. Yes, I'm Out With You was in a ton of different commercials. With the Hershey's commercial, they were in a Burger King commercial, I believe. Both? That's a fair answer. A good mix of the two. I like it. I think both work to reach a wider audience. Very true. I like it. All right. So then lastly, as well, I said that was the last question. I have one more. That's sort of a piggyback off of that one. Would you guys like a mini Spin This series where it's a series within the series about music per year? So like, let's say I start about 80 years ago or somewhere in that, or even 100 years ago, if you want to get even further into the origin of music. And I do music in a playlist per year, and I just keep going until we get to present day. What do you guys think? Love the idea? Oh yes, that sounds very cool. What do you guys think? And then we could have another sort of secondary series within Spin This. Good morning. Obviously just joining the time to say that the music by year sounds good. Thank you. Yes, that's a very cool. Start in the 60s. Should I start in the 60s or should I start in the 50s? Per decade, so it would be per year. So I would start in a specific year in the 50s or 60s. What do you guys think? 50s, 60s? 50s? 50s we hit like Elvis and stuff like that. If you guys want to see more about that. Elvis, yep. So, all right, so let's say we start in 1950. And then we go 1951, 1952, 1953, all the way up to 1960, and then we'd go to 1970 and do all the years in between, all the way up until we get to present day. Every single year. Isn't it too much work for one person? Sure. It would just be so we would have 1 week, maybe it's a traditional spin this episode, and then the next week it'd be gem cover, and then the week after that would be one of the year episodes. I do need a team. Guys, you guys' super thanks. This is what it helps with. So super thanks, super chat, everything in between. It helps so much for me to be able to make more content because I have so much, of course, that I want to share with you guys. So yes, that is what those are there for. And so you guys can help me and support me when making a team so you guys can get more content. But yeah, so it would probably replace a spin this episode, like a traditional episode, because it would be a spin this episode, but just about a specific year. And so I would do that every 4 weeks would that be? So in between the spin this and the drum covers. So nothing's too much. We've got this. We can do this. By the power of you guys and me, we got this. Love it. We love it. It could be monthly. That is very true. But then we would get through the years very slowly. We'd probably hit the current year like 10 years from now. Not even that. 20 years from now. But it could be. Yes, 50s episodes would be great. Should I just do an episode on the 50s as well as a spin this? What do you guys think? What are we thinking? Who cares? It's called engagement. Exact. I like that mentality. Goodness, I have no idea. Is this too many questions? Let me know if it's too many questions. If it's like, oh my goodness. Does that matter? Give you another reason to keep going. Exactly. I want to make it to the end. You got this. Well, we'll do them more than a month. I promise. Oh, you got to do an episode on the day the music died. Yes. Yes, American Pie. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. That's an anthem. That's such a great song. Yes, 50s on its own. Yes, that year could be called The Day the Music Died. That's what I'm going to title it. Okay. Episode on drinking game songs. Oh my goodness. Never too many questions. The engagement is great. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, 50s on its own. I know some grandparents would love it. Yes. Roxanne or Red Light? Ugh. Roxanne. I don't know. It's too hard of a question. An episode on the Wall of Sound. Ooh. That could be interesting. These are so many great ideas. I love it so much. All right, guys. It is 8:10, or for some of you, it's midnight 10, or some of you even later, or some of you, like Paul WTWH, it's the morning. So, Motown, yes, I have a whole idea actually for hits by label, because did you know Motown was a label? Motown was a label. We've also got some other ones that I'm blanking on at the moment, but I have a whole list. It's 5:50 before I got to start work. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for those of you who want to go to sleep or for those of you who need to go to work. 1:10 on Monday here. Oh my goodness. It's already Monday for some people. I can't even. All right. Well, it's been so great to talk with you guys again. Stay tuned for next Sunday for another live, and also stay tuned for Friday or Saturday morning for some of you guys for a spin this episode on hits by. Nope, that was the one I did a few weeks ago. By One Hit Wonders from the 80s. I almost said hits by iconic duos, but I did that one already. And if you haven't seen it, then go watch it. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.